Hello everyone, and welcome back to Times Menagerie, where you're not seeing things. This is not a new recording session. When I tried to leave the forest, it took me back there, which is not a glitch because even Mito reacted to it. I didn't get on recording because I didn't know that was going to happen. But he was like, huh? Like just a little question mark box thing popped up over his head. Question mark balloon. See if he'll do it again when I walk up this way. Just like that. So we seem to be trapped in the forest. Talara? Talara? What is going on? That's a good question. What is going on? Where did Zelda and Talara go? Also, does this just loop infinitely? Or is it just really long? Okay, I think it's just really long because this is definitely different. There's Talara. And Annabelle. I'm sorry, Zelda. I came in and did my best to defend her from them. There were too many moblins. If you had not shown up, I would be dead as well. Moblins. Zelda, please. The same thing has happened to me before. Please forgive me, I did my best. Zelda, I'm sorry. Shut up, you slut! There's nothing we could do. Let us continue south to Ikana. What? You're just gonna move on like that? 20 years ago, I was told my wife had died. I am lucky that I had the chance to be with her one last time. It's best I move on. I can't believe you. I don't know what to say. How about you help me load her body into the cart and we make haste to Orden? She deserves a proper burial. And just like that, Talara is already dead. Well, that sucked. We didn't have her in the party for that long. Guess I'm glad I didn't waste any of my pieces of heart and heart containers on her. We could at least give her a proper burial. I am satisfied. I'm so sorry, Zelda. If you ever need anything... Hey, that's my line! There is no need. All I ask is to be left alone until I say otherwise. Find me after you retrieve the next goddess pendant. Alright then, if any of you guys need me, I'll be at my home. If you're ready to travel to Ikana, just come get me there. And just like that, we're down to 2 people in my party. Well, she just poofed out of existence. I cannot talk to that person at all. So, Orden does look a bit different from the last time I was here. So that's cool. Let's see what weapons we have. The Orden sword, the Orden bow, Pharaon hides, and Kukri felt hides. Alright. Let's buy a couple of these. We'll buy the Orden bow. I don't think anybody can use the Orden sword. I think that's Link that can use that, but I don't think I can ever... I don't think Link can use it. Plus, I don't think it's any better than what he currently has anyway. So even if I were to grab it now and wait until later, it would be pointless. Maybe I should have bought that poison tip bow. Ready to head south to Ikana? Alright, I'll pack up the wagon. Well, I bought the Orden bow in the hopes that Anara can use it whenever we get to the next area. At least I'm assuming that I will get to use Anara anyway. Whether I will or not is a good question. And into a snowy area. I don't remember Ikana being snowy. The trail south of Null Ordana is too rocky for the cart to drive on. Head on that path to land yourself in Ikana. I need to head back home to take care of some business. I'll catch up with you guys soon. It will probably do me good to check up on Celine and bring him back down to help you guys out. Alright. And that door is locked. Is there even anything in this town? I mean, there doesn't even seem to be any NPCs in this town. Let's be honest. Hey, there's somebody. And another shop of some kind. Really nothing worth getting, it looks like. Danian sash, cookery skirt. Yeah, there's nothing really here that's worth buying. I don't suppose there's like a secret entrance in the back. No secret entrance, but definitely a glitch. So there's that. Yes, I am a Hylian, and yes, I offer good food for sale. Care for some? Probably, yep. Just that same NPC as before. Can't talk to anybody here. There doesn't really seem to be anything here in Null Ordana. Nothing to do anyway. Nothing to do, no one to talk to. Try heading in here. It's quite busy at the moment. He should return from his trip in an hour or so. Alright. Can't talk to the mayor. And I have no idea where it is I'm actually trying to get to right now. I'm just kind of wondering. I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'll find some kind of shop that sells something I need. Alright. This is useful. Barrier and resistance stones are always good to have. Sword to spell herbs. Definitely need some high red potion. Definitely need some high green potion. I can go ahead and just sell the red potion and the green potion. Because, I mean, they're really not even good enough for me to use. I can sell that. And I can sell all of this. And I guess I'll buy just a little bit of blue potion and some extra fairies. That'll work. I could sit here and get infinite rupees, apparently, right there. But nobody wants to sit there and watch me do that. Yet another source of possibly infinite rupees. Is this like a building I can't go into? Don't know what that is. So where am I trying to get to exactly in Null Ordana? So far everything has been empty. Bashi, it's your service. Well, unfortunately I don't offer services. Okay. No idea what any of that's about. I could get infinite rupees though by just going back and forth in that area. Seems like I would need to go south out of the town, but there was no path to the south. So I'm a little lost. I said there is infinite rupees available there. If I wanted to just sit here and come back and go forward and come back and go forward and stuff. Yeah, I didn't walk down here. There it is. I didn't actually walk down there, so... Hello. Naburu? I felt your presence approaching, so I stopped. It's been many years. I was wondering what happened to you after the Gerudo Wars, and the Gerudo in general. The Gerudo are fine for now. King Ganondorf has done his best to seed our people. He's fathered many children in the past decade. At this rate, our numbers will double in another decade. I'm glad to hear the Hylians did not do too much damage. My people were no better during that age. When we return to the deserts, we will not make the same mistake. That's fine. Whoops, I just skipped over that. Ikana, of course. I'm plundering whatever resources I can from across the land for the Gerudo. Money, weapons, artifacts, anything. When we return, we'll be ready. I guess it's a good thing we are heading there as well. We can work together. Why does she look angry? Perhaps. Like, they're having a friendly conversation. Why does she have an angry expression? I shall join with you and your ally here. This plunder will yield fortune for all of us. I don't know why I was using Violet's accent for her. I was like talking as if I was doing Violet's character for some reason. When I'm doing Naburu, it doesn't seem like that would be the right accent for her character though. Ah well. Voices. I can only do so many different ones, you know? So you just kind of have to learn to deal. Cavern of nothingness. As you say, unless this random plant is something important, which it's not. Alright. Certainly put a lot of random nothingness in this game. That's one thing that I don't do in my game. Because I forget that you can, actually. Like, I'm not an explorer person. I don't explore. So I forget that, you know, in games you can put stuff that's just random nothingness and just exploration. So, secrets, as they're called. Another piece of heart. Well, you know what? We just got a new party member, so let's give it to them. Because that sounds like a good idea to me. Naburu is level 6. I would run my debugger to get everybody's experience equalized, but my equalizer is still set up for Link, not for Mito. So there's that. Yeah, that would... essentially, it would put me at whatever level Link is currently. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go from level 7 to like level 35. So I've been avoiding using my debugger. Where are we now? Somewhere. It's not Ikana, because Ikana was not in a cold area that I know of. Did I actually progress the story? I did not want to do that. I guess we are in Ikana. That's weird. I wouldn't have thought that Ikana would be in someplace cold, considering it was in a canyon in the other game. They don't work like the Redead in the game I was trying to make though. That's good, at least. So we have Redead and we have Stalfos. Let's go ahead and attack the Redead. I assume that Nibiru and Mito are probably the two strongest characters right now, since Rudo is kinda not. That weapon, yo. That was kinda ridiculous. Like, wow. That weapon, yo. It's obvious that whatever character that is from Fire Emblem was definitely not designed to be Nibiru. Because it looks nothing like her. That's alright. Like, even the outfit, even the armor's wrong. It doesn't match up with her, like, character graphic at all. Like her portraits and stuff. That's kinda hilarious. I'm sorry, that sprite just looks real awkward. It really does. Whoa. Okay. I didn't realize I could jump down there. Found a small key. Apparently I can jump up there too. Guess I can do that here too. Yep, indeed. Huh. Alright. Did not expect that at all. I just was like, so how do I get over there with the wall? And it wasn't even a wall. You know, there's a lot of places in this game where it's just infinite rupees are possible. Stalfos. Lots of Stalfos. I am actually getting kind of tired of this battle system though, to be honest. Like, I've been playing Evoland. I'm just like, yeah, so I can definitely tell it's not RPGs that are boring me while I'm playing Times Menagerie. It really is just this game. You know? Because it's just this battle system is not very good. You know? I guess it's like Earthbound, the way that it controls and stuff, and that was always my issue with like Earthbound, was like it gets kind of boring after a while because the battle system is so stale, you know. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Like, that's one reason I had a lot of issues getting into the Mother series. Like, I liked the first one, but... Oh, I thought that was a glitch for a second. Like... Alright, I don't... That's weird. But like... You then get to the second one, and then you're trying to play, you know... you're trying to play Earthbound or Mother 2, whatever you want to call it. It's just, by then the battle system has just gotten stale, you know. I guess part of it though is like this game in particular, for example, doesn't really have a lot of strategy in the battles. You know, Evoland during the ATB section of the game, like, you had to still strategize, you know? Use your skills in a certain way, you know, apply your armor of frost, apply your booster, you know, your heal and stuff like that, confusion. You know, there was like strategy to each battle. If you just did attack outright with each of the characters, you would actually die. This just doesn't do that. Neither does Earthbound, really. I mean, I guess it's a little bit better, but any game where you can just mash the attack button is not very strategic. So it's like, for example, Final Fantasy X. You know, you had to use Waka to handle flying creatures because nobody else could touch them. You had to have Auron for the ones that had super high defense because again, nobody could touch them. And then you had to have Yuna for healing and magic. You know, along with like the Aeons and stuff. And so like each battle was like intuitive and unique, and but here it's just bleh, you know, just meh. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. Watch it, I get a lot of hate because I'm like, I don't know, Earthbound's battle system is kind of stale. So, people are like, Mother 1 has no, Mother 2 has no flaws. I know there's people out there that are like that, though. They really are. Like, oh my gosh. Like, don't even get me started on Ocarina of Time, especially. Like, Ocarina of Time has no flaws. I mean, I can only list you like 30 things that are wrong with Ocarina of Time. But no, you go right ahead. It has no flaws, right? I don't know. Every game has flaws. There is not a single perfect game out there. And no game is better than any other. Because even if you think a game is better than another, there's somebody else that thinks that it's not, you know? There's no one universal best game out there, you know? I don't care how many people talk about Ocarina of Time. It's like, oh, best game ever. You know, it's been considered the best game ever for 20 years now. Okay, but it's so bad. Like, okay, it's not bad. Okay, let me make certain that people understand that. It's not bad. None of the Zelda games are bad. I enjoy all of them. It's just not fun. You know? That might be partially due to the fact that I have played it so many times. But at the same time, it's not that fun. You know? Like, I can tell you how to get through all of the puzzles with ease. I know a lot of the game. You know, I've spoken about my experiences with Ocarina of Time and why I have no nostalgia for it because of the way that the game glitched out real horribly bad the first time I ever played it. And so, you know, unlike most people, I didn't get that Sheik is Zelda revelation because I didn't even meet Sheik until after I knew Sheik was Zelda, and, you know, things like that. So I have no nostalgia for Ocarina of Time because I never got to play Ocarina of Time the way it's meant to be played. So, as I always say, if nostalgia is the defining point of a game, you know, if you look back on a game and go, this game is the best game ever, but the only real reason you can do that, you can, you know, call it the best game ever, is nostalgia. I mean, the game doesn't have that much going for it in that case, does it? Why is Ocarina of Time so great? Because nostalgia. People look back at it and they go, oh yeah, I played this game when I was a kid, it was so much fun. You know, the 3D was amazing back then, you know, going from that 2D flat, you know, what is it? Yeah, she's off the screen. The song that Brenna Fox did about Ocarina of Time, and the one line is Demon Tomato Dave, he's like, you know, it's nostalgia, you know, you weren't the proper age, you know, you didn't play it at the right time, you know, the part where he goes, you know, they made Hyrule great, you know, you went from, I bet you I can equip that. Yes, I can. Cool. Desert attire, steel armor, amber necklace, and red underwear. I can wear the Faron hides. Well, I'm glad that I bought those, because somebody was able to wear them after all. So there's that. But, you know, Really? Really? You might want to be sure you're using the right tiles here, UndyingNephalim. Just saying. But you know what? I'm gonna utilize that. Actually, I'm not going to utilize that. But you know, that's the point, you know? So, it's like, all you had were 2D games, and then you were able to play the 3D game, and it was fantastic, and you can never recapture that, ever, in any other game ever. It's just impossible, because 3D, you know, 3D is the best. And if you were to say, well, you know, they can go from bad, you know, the quote-unquote bad 3D graphics of the N64, you know, the low polygon, etc., and go to, you know, high definition. Isn't that the same transition? And I mean, all you have to do is think about that. Did, you know, when Skyward Sword came out with its brilliant graphics, did people go, oh, Skyward Sword? No. There were a lot of people that didn't like Skyward Sword's graphics. You know? Because it felt different somehow. Skyward Sword's graphics felt exactly like Ocarina of Time's graphics. I'm just gonna go ahead and utilize this to just walk straight through there. You know, it's like Skyward Sword. I took one look at the graphics and went, this is what Ocarina of Time would look like if it was released today. So I don't understand why people hated it. It was fantastic. It looked absolutely brilliant and amazing. Twilight Princess felt like they took a step too towards the realistic. You know, they steered away from Ocarina of Time's art style, which was very cartoony and comical. And yeah, Wind Waker took it even further to the comical, but Ocarina of Time's graphic style was toony, comical, you know, cel-shaded. Well, it wasn't cel-shaded, but it was the equivalent of what cel shading would be back then, so I don't know. I don't understand I don't understand it. But my point is, there's no way to recapture that 2D to 3D. And if Ocarina of Time is the best game ever solely because of that transition, that 2D to 3D, you know, you'll never be able to recapture that. You will never have that moment of, look, you know, we started in 2D and the world was flat, and look at how brilliant 3D is now. I mean, unless somehow we evolve and are able to see in 4th dimensions, in which case then, you know, 4-dimensional gaming, yeah, you can then take it to the next step, but until we have the ability to see four-dimensionally, you're never going to be able to capture that, you know, dimensional jump. And so you're just never going to have a game that can feel quite like Ocarina of Time. So, anyway, this episode's been far too long because of that rant. Maybe I'll continue it, because I still have more to say. So maybe I'll continue it in the next episode. But I think I will go ahead and end this episode here. Please don't hate me just because I don't think Ocarina of Time is the #1 game of all time. So, that said, I will see you all next time. See you later.